Yo Pokechamps, InfamousTrainer here, and welcome back to the Neous Region. Of course, being our fan-made Pokemon region which takes inspiration from France, Rome, and a sprinkle of Black Clover. Over the last span of time, we created 100 new Pokemon, including regional forms and more. Today, we'll be rounding out the main Pokedex with a few final Pokemon before revealing the Legendaries. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's begin with Minior. Kind of. Minior is quite a fascinating Pokemon, and it always shocks me that it doesn't have some kind of relation to Solrock or Lunatone. Minior being known as the Meteor Pokemon, while Solrock and Lunatone are known as the Meteorite Pokemon. To me, it writes itself. So how do we make it unique? How about giving them core forms like Minior? So without further ado, here is Lunatone. Now becoming an Ice and Psychic type while gaining the ability Shields Down, you can get this unique form of Lunatone. The new form of Lunatone is achievable by the Neo Particles activating a similar gene that lies within Minior, sort of unlocking its latent potential. Within this form, Lunatone gets a boost in its stats as well, not to mention it's rumored to be as cold as ice, possibly even causing frostbite. Now this form I like a lot, it has so much vibrancy and it looks really good. But you may be asking, what about Solrock? Well, it's the same idea. So here is Solrock core form. Now becoming a fire and psychic Pokemon and looking more like the sun while adopting the ability Shield Down, this Pokemon comes in with a similar boost to Lunatone within the same form. This Pokemon radiates heat from its body, which makes it warm to the touch, and has the potential to burn whoever holds it for too long. Not to mention, this Pokemon looks so good, and the shiny is just a chef kiss. I mean, the black sun, that's just too perfect. Now, unlike before, all three of these Pokemon look like they could be connected somehow, and I think it's perfect. Pokemon really missed out on something they could have been using in the game, or potential evolution for Minior. And I have to say, in this form, I am a huge fan of Solrock. Alright, so earlier in the series I introduced Mimikyu. Wait, no, not you. This Mimikyu was introduced wearing rags that looked like Infernape, but I noticed it was quite lonely. So let's create more Mimikyu with the Sinnoh Starter Trio. So to start, here is Mimikyu Piplup form. Now just like Infernape, this version of Mimikyu gains and now becomes a Ghost and Water type, adopting that additional typing from the original Pokemon. It does retain the ability Disguise and now has Torrent for its hidden ability. Now even though Piplup isn't my favorite Sinnoh starter, this Mimikyu form is very cute. But we do have another one, so here is Mimikyu Turtwig form, which gains the typing of Ghost and Grass with the hidden ability Overgrow. Now this one is pretty adorable and probably one of the happiest looking Mimikyu forms I've ever seen. Now these forms hold a special place for me because I love Sinnoh, it's my favorite region, so it's awesome to see Mimikyu expanded and give representation to these Pokemon. But hey, I'm curious, which one would you choose? So next up is Roserade. Well, how about a regional Roserade? Something more lady battle ready. Either way, here is Neonian Roserade, the Briar Pokemon in a Grass and Steel type with the ability Iron Barb and Mirror Armor. Now Roserade within Neos are a bit different and can evolve by holding a metal coat and only being female. They use their prickly shrubs to fend off opponents who may be getting close, alongside having a vine with prickly shrubs to use his new signature move, Briar Lash. Unlike regular Roserade, they tend to be only sporting blue roses, instead of a mix of red and blue, but no one really knows why. Now, I've always liked the typing of Grass and Steel, but wanted something more awesome looking, and Neonian Roserade does that for me. It looks sleek, but awesome. It has a great contrast with the shiny having the red roses and the regular having the blue. It just looks so good. Alright, let's wrap it up with some new Pokemon. Now earlier to this video on Twitter, I've been teasing all kind of new Pokemon, and I teased this new Pokemon swimming in the ocean, so it's time to reveal it. So here is Orca, our water flip Pokemon or baby Orca Pokemon. This is a pure water type with the ability Thick Fat and the hidden ability Synchronize. In the waters of Neos, you're able to see Orca swimming in the seas, usually in packs of 3 or 4, occasionally coming back to the surface to interact with people and Pokemon. Orca seem to be a really smart Pokemon as well. I love little Orca, it's cute and fun and the design is super simple, but it's unique in its own way. Shout out to Psyoxmon for helping me out with this one. But of course this Pokemon evolves, so here is Orca Psych, the mind better Pokemon in a water and psychic type, keeping the same abilities of course, but now evolved to be about 7 times larger. Known as one of the most intelligent Pokemon ever discovered, Orca Psych is using different types of bubbles in water to communicate with other trainers and Pokemon, which of course can help it stay on land. I can easily imagine this Pokemon swimming around in the ocean with this young and having a great time, possibly even being a ride Pokemon. But Pokemon like Orca Psych and others in this video serve another purpose. Now in the world of Black Clover, they have Magic Knight squads, which are represented by their crest. In Neos, we finally have representation for every one of them. So here is Aqua Deer with Neonian Sawsbuck, Purple Orca with Orca Psych, Coral Peacock with Pixie P, Green Mantis with Reaptis, Crimson Lion with Fueleon, Silver Eagle with Silver Sky, Blue Rose with Neonian Roserade, Black Bulls with Neonian Tauros, and Golden Dawn with Solrock Core Form. So no matter what, every squad has some kind of representation. It's almost like having a squad in itself, and it's pretty cool to see. Well, that's all for the final Pokemon in the main Pokédex. Did any of them make it onto your team? Let me know in the comments down below. As next, I'll be showing off every legendary for the Neous region, and I think you'll be shocked with some of them because they are awesome. That being said, if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more content just like this, and also leave a like on the video. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and bye!